An Austin institution has filed for bankruptcy, and it's scrambling to reorganize its finances so that it can pay employees what they're owed.
Trudy's Tex-Mex restaurants has about $4 million in debt right now. KXAN's Yoojin show spoke with the restaurant's lawyer about where the problem started. Yoojin?
Yeah, Robert and Sydney, the attorney tells me the problem was Trudy's Dripping Springs location that closed about a year ago. He says that location lost a ton of money and brought other locations down with it. Now tonight, as you can see here, their Burnett location is closed, but the attorney says the goal is to get this one and their two restaurants in South Austin back open as early as tomorrow, while the owner goes through the bankruptcy process. Helen McDonald started working at Trudy's in mid-December. She also saw new hires starting this month.
I liked the job. The job was fun.
But when it came time for her to get paid,
it was one of somewhat disbelief. What do you mean? We're busy. We're serving lots of food every day to happy customers who come back. What's going on?
McDonald told us the paycheck never came.
I said, I'm sorry, but I just can't work for free.
The attorney who filed Trudy's bankruptcy petition told us the restaurant chain has 275 employees. All of them are owed something.
I think that when an employer engages a person in a contract of sorts, that they need to uphold their end of it. And if they don't, they need to realize that the true cost of it is people going without homes.
McDonald told us other people in the restaurant industry have been kind and helped her with her phone bill and a bus pass. But she can't pay her rent.
I'm going to be calling Salvation Army at 7 a.m. every morning or going down there to find out if they have a bed available.
McDonald says she's staying strong, keeping her hopes high, and going to make sure she gets paid.
Yes, all three. All three. I have not given up on this, and I won't.
The company also owes about $1 million to a food service supplier. Now, under this bankruptcy filing, everything Trudy's does to reorganize its finances will have to go through a judge. So the attorney tells me once they get the judge's permission, they'll start working on paying those workers right away. Live in North Austin, Yoojin Cho, KXAN News.
All right, Yoojin, thanks. We did reach out to the Texas Workforce Commission 2 weeks ago about employees' complaints. The agency's records show that there have been 8 wage complaints filed since 1993. Only one was in the last year. An employee complained about missing paychecks in October. It was ultimately dismissed after Trudy's paid the worker. The Texas Workforce Commission says employers can be penalized under state law for neglecting to pay workers. An investigator assesses those penalties as part of a wage claim.
Bankruptcy has undergone changes in the last decade and a half. In 2005, bankruptcy filings in America jumped to more than 2 million. Lawmakers passed a law to make it tougher for people just to walk away from their debts. Well, it worked. Bankruptcies dropped the next year by about 70%. And then the recession happened. By 2010, we were back up to more than 1.5 million filings. Over the past 5 years, filings have been falling. Right now, we're just over 750,000 filings per year. And there are a number of types of bankruptcies you can file. Chapter 11, 7, and 13 are some of the more common ones you're hearing about. Really, it depends on your specific case, what your property you want to protect, and who you repay, and the time with which you have to repay them. Just remember, declaring bankruptcy will not take away your obligations for things like federal student loans, alimony, and child support, taxes, or any other debts that arise after you file for bankruptcy. We have links where you can explore this topic even further in depth. Just go to KXAN.com.